All right, we're back again. Let's try this again. Can you guys hear me out there? Can anyone hear me out there? Spiral's room, can you hear me? It's my first time live streaming, so it's a little bit of a process. It looks like we're good to go now, though, I think. So, yes, what's up? This is my first live stream. I'm going to start doing these every Sunday. So, if you guys want to tap in, ask me any questions. If you guys want to see what's going on, Alchemy, yes, you can hear me. What's good, brother? Just chilling. Sunday. I had a late morning. I was up last night watching UFC. I don't know if you guys are into UFC, but that kept me up last night. So I'm going to be doing a live stream every Sunday, tapping in with you guys, seeing how you guys are doing. You know, we could chat if you have any questions. Your status on life, how you guys are doing. I know a lot of people are tapping in a lot with the quitting weed content. Like they keep coming back with comments and stuff like that. It's good to hear from you guys. It's very good to hear from you guys and see what's up with everyone. Oh shit, Alchemy, bro. Thank you, bro. Is that a donation, bruh? Mooch, day 2 no weed, feeling good, brother. Nice, nice. Keep it up. 20 days, Alchemy. Wow, that's real good work, man. It's very inspiring to hear and see this from you guys. Me myself, I don't even have any more cravings anymore. I honestly, when I quit, like something just clicked in my mind and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm the kind of person that when I make up my mind and like the line's drawn, there's no turning back from that. So it's really good to hear that you guys are doing well. I'm going to have some workout videos coming soon for everyone, some at-home workout videos. So if you don't have access to a gym, you can get that going, and some gym workouts too. Alchemy, thank you for that, bro. Thank you very much. 20 days weed free. That's real good. We got 5 viewers. We got a few viewers coming in. Welcome. Level Up Protocol. First live stream. I probably should have planned this one out more a little bit, but you know, I was just winging it. I'm just winging it. Which is a good kind of yes, exactly. It's all mindset. It's all mindset stuff. But like what I will say with my whole channel is I'm completely winging it. You know, a lot of people, they want to plan out everything, or they have all these plans and they don't execute nothing. I honestly had no plan. My first vlog was literally just about me quitting weed, you know? Big into dabs. Yeah, man. Dabs. No, I don't know about dabs. I used to have a friend and he would try to convince me that they're more clean for their lungs. I don't believe that for 1 second. I mean, just look at a dab rig after you take 2 or 3 hits. That shit is gunked up on the inside. So imagine what your lungs must be like, right? Anyways, back to what I was saying is, yeah, like if you guys have things you want to do in life, just dive in head first and do it. Like this live stream, I had no idea what I was doing. I just dived in, and you know, now we got people chatting, people watching. It's really about taking action, right? Yeah, you see, it's full of resin, man. You got to think, what do your lungs probably look like? I don't know, but I'm not telling people what to do ever. You can't tell people what to do. You know what I mean? Got my hazelnut latte here. My voice is kind of cooked. But yeah, so you guys need to really just go for what you want in life. Level up. For me, the non-smoking was the starting. Because even with this vlog, I've had this vlog in my mind for years. People have been telling me I should vlog for years and years and years. And I never did it because I was just high. I was like, yeah, you know, one day I'll do it. Then when I stopped smoking, I was bored as hell for the first little like week or two. And I'm like, what am I going to do with all this free time that I used to just zone out? And I started being extremely productive. So that's what I say to you guys. But if you guys have any questions for me, hit me up in the chat section. I know we got a couple viewers here. I don't even really drink coffee like that, to be honest. It's probably going to have me up all night. Very sensitive to these kind of things. So yes, the next vlog that I'm going to be coming out with is going to be about food and diet. if you guys are interested to hear about that. Then the one after that's going to be about losing fat, the best ways to lose fat. And then the one after that will be another quitting weed update. I'm going to keep tapping into that. This isn't a quitting weed channel, but it's something that I like to keep tapping into because I honestly never knew it would help people the way it's helping people, right? Weed was turning me into a zombie. Thank God I stopped. That's facts, alchemy. That's facts. Like I said in that vlog, supplementing my addiction for weed with food. That was a tricky one at first, to be honest. I will say that I was kind of inclined to eat more junk food. But like for some reason, when I quit weed and I wasn't high all the time, my self discipline was just way better. Maybe not even my self discipline, it was just like making decisions in my brain was easier. Like the debate with the good and evil in your brain, it was more of a debate. Like when I was high, it's like, I want some ice cream. And the debate was like, all right, go get the ice cream. Or I want McDonald's. Go get the McDonald's. But when I was sober now, like now that I am sober, it's like there's more of a debate. Like, I want some McDonald's. And it's like, well, that's really shit food. It's a waste of money. I can cook up something quick at home, may not be as delicious, more healthy, better for the body, better for the brain, like a tuna sandwich or something like that. Some penitentiary food for those of you who don't know. But yeah, so the next vlogs will be about health aspect kind of stuff. I said losing fat, not losing weight, because how long do I plan to go without weed? Probably forever, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have had no craving or like wanting to smoke weed feeling since I quit at all. I really haven't. Because once I really took a look at the big picture and exactly realized how much it was holding me back, I was like, all right, this ain't for me. Personally, now I'm not telling anyone to just completely stop. Obviously, once in a while is okay. Same with like alcohol. Like you don't drink alcohol every single day, but once in a while it's okay. I went on Friday with some friends. We went to a event, got a little drunk, had a whole bunch of shots. It's whatever. I'm not gonna wake up the next day and drink alcohol when I wake up, right? So weed, if people can keep it under control, which I know like maybe like 2% of my friends who I know actually keep it under control. Like once in a blue moon, they'll smoke. But then what I always find is at some point later when I meet up with them, that once in a while has turned into like once a week or every night now. And then, that's where the problems lay. So me, I'm pretty much done with weed. I'm good. I don't miss being high at all. So probably for life, to be honest. I should be. Oh, there's a couple comments I had to go through. I'm gonna get to that after. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that, but I'm really liking the comment interactions here, the good ones and the bad ones. It's really interesting to me because the people who defend weed, it's like, it's funny, K Nation, 25 days. Hey, man, you're almost there, bro. Really struggling. I'm telling you guys, man. Watching my videos, thank you. I appreciate you tapping in. I appreciate you here on the live stream. And UK, love the UK. I've been there once when I was like a little kid. They're not gonna let me there no more due to my colorful history, unfortunately. But I love the UK, man. My boy was just over there. He sent me a picture of the chicken store he got called Chick-fil-A. It's like a rip-off Chick-fil-A, I guess. That shit's funny, man. Love the UK though. Wiz Khalifa has been ranting about with weed recently. What has he been saying? I haven't seen that. Is he quitting or let me look it up. We could find something. Ah, here we go. Slams people who quit smoking weed and quickly call it life changing. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Wow. I get it. I get what he's saying though. So he's basically saying if you've been smoking weed your entire life and you stop smoking for like a week or two, don't try to act like your whole life has changed. You know what I mean? Like for me, it took a good 2 months. Young Samus, what's up from Germany? I was actually supposed to come visit Germany, Frankfurt, Germany, friend over there, but the ticket prices got too high. I was very hyped to get out there though. Frankfurt, Germany, Frankfurt, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, I see what Wiz is saying, and you actually made a good point there. What did you say? He defends weed so hard because he's already reached his goals. Exactly. Like it's easy for him to say that because he does music and you can be high while you're doing music. And mind you, he's got a whole team of people helping him. Everyone thinks that people like him and Snoop are literally just doing everything themselves. It's like, no, they have a huge staff of people like around them and setting everything up. So all they literally have to do is just make their music, really. If you notice Wiz doesn't, and I'm not saying it's whatever. What I think that if Wiz stops smoking, as much as he gets done and as much money as he makes, he can double it. Maybe he'll start a podcast or a TV show or, you know what I mean? It's just whatever. But I do get what he says because I had a few friends like that. They quit and like after the first week, they're like, yeah, I feel good. And I kind of mentioned this or a comment mentioned this in my last vlog with the comments where he talks about the buzz of quitting. And there's actually like a buzz where you're just all hype off quitting and it's momentum. But I've said this in other videos, momentum doesn't last and motivation doesn't last. That stuff drops off eventually and you got to keep going. What's my thoughts on psychedelics like shrooms? Do you consider doing psychedelics a relapse? No, I do not consider it a relapse at all. I think shrooms are amazing in moderation. I'll do some shrooms once every 8, 9 months probably, and discipline last. Absolutely. There you go. Motivation's not going to be around, but discipline will. Shrooms are magical. I don't know if how much I could talk about this because they're not legal, but I've done them. Microdosing is good, but I don't really suggest that because then starts becoming a steady thing. To be quite honest with you, I would say do some research on them. I would say set yourself up in a cool place, maybe with a friend, and do a healthy dosage because it's a trip. I don't know if you guys have heard about DMT and stuff like that, but the past 3 times I've done shrooms in maybe like the last 3 years, maybe once a year. Last time I did them was at the Kendrick Lamar concert, and that was crazy. That was like a crazy experience, followed by one of the most fun nights I've had in years with friends I haven't seen in a long time. Ronaldo, what's going on, brother? Yeah, shrooms is something that it's magical. It's not like it doesn't like cook your brain. I can't even explain it. All I know is when I do shrooms, the next morning I wake up feeling like $1,000,000 and I don't feel like doing them for another 6, 7, 8 months. It's not like weed when I smoke and I'd wake up and be like, all right, I want to smoke again, right? Point two, point one. Wow, yeah. I've quitted weed for around a month ago. Yesterday I relapsed and I regret it and I don't want to do it anymore. DVW, don't worry about relapse, man. A relapse isn't just smoking one time. A relapse is going back to your actual ways of how you used to smoke. So if you just smoked one time, it's nothing. Just jump back on it. You know what I mean? Don't count the days. Make the days count. That's the best advice I could give. Is just kind of stick with it, right? Mm. Yeah. To shrooms again. Point two. I would be doing like probably 2 grams maybe, and 21 days in from dabbing about zero point 0.5 to a gram a day, feeling excellent now. How I found your channel. Smoking once is not a relapse, it's a lapse. Exactly, exactly. Young Samus, you quit weed a week ago, but relapse today, feeling bad now. Don't beat yourself up, brother. Assuming you're a man and not a woman. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just get back on track. Get back on track and stick with it. Cameron Mueller, thank you for tapping into my channel. Thank you for tapping in. Welcome. 21 days is good. Dabbing a gram a day? God damn, you were high as a pelican, eh? Yeah, them dabs will get you, man. Them dabs will get. It is a cleaner high. I will say that. Like I would notice I'd be like high, and then 2 hours later I feel normal because you're not getting all those carcinogens in the lungs. You know, the byproduct of the flame and combustion. But that's good, man. Feeling it for the first 2 weeks? Yes, believe me, I know about that. The first 2 weeks, the first week, like I said, I was just in the matrix. I literally had to isolate myself from everyone, my family, my friends, and I watched Stranger Things and I hated it. I was like, damn, I hate this show, you know? K Nation, what's going on? Smoking and feeling paranoid, doing very good in my career and still feel like that shit is my reason for quitting. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yep, yep. Abusing it without realizing. Absolutely. That's what the problem with a lot of people is. They're abusing it without realizing. Yeah, I had to be far away from my friends because I knew I would just be snappy. And a lot of people, you know what? Actually, my whole life, I've kind of had temper problems. And I thought that like smoking weed was stopping and helping my temper problems, but it really wasn't. It actually made me more agitated and edgy. And then I would stop for like a day. I wouldn't smoke for the day and I'd be super edgy. But in the long run now, I'm more patient than I've ever been before. And I really don't get angry like that much. Young Samus, I have bad nightmares and scared to go to sleep. I'm not smoking. What can I do? It's kind of like your brain is purging out the negativity, my friend. There's not. What I would say is be very cautious of what you're watching, listening to, talking about. Try some meditation, you know, before you go to sleep. Spend like 5 minutes and just clear your mind, think positive thoughts. I know this sounds like some mystical, magical bullshit, but it really will clear out your subconscious a little bit. Your dreams are from your subconscious mind. They're not from nowhere. So if you have good or if you have bad dreams, it's from what's in your brain. So try to kind of clear that out. Think some happy thoughts, you know what I mean? Watch some happy shit. Sounds generic, but give it a try. Um yeah, for the first week I couldn't even sleep. I was going to bed at like 5 a.m., waking up at like 8. Animal documentaries, yep, absolutely. Think positive things. This is why I always tell people like I don't watch scary movies. I've never watched scary movies my entire life. And it's not that I'm scared like oh this is going to scare me like bruh. You know what I mean? But I don't like putting that stuff in my brain because the same people who watch a ton of scary movies, if it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm walking in some dark back alley or tunnel, I am not scared. I don't have these images in my head of some killer popping out. Like I don't watch any of that crap, so I'm fearless. But people who watch that, even grown people in the back of their mind, they're thinking, "Oh my gosh, like that stuff stays with you." And something about your subconscious mind is, do I believe in SR? What's SR? Simulated reality? Semen retention? Probably semen retention, right? Yes, I do believe in that. I practice that myself. Um, that's definitely real. I could probably do a vlog. Yes, absolutely. I could probably do a vlog about that in the near future because that's the truth. First of all, everyone out there, we should all quit watching adult content. None of us should be watching adult content. That's one of the most harmful things to people's mind. Um, you should try to quit caffeine next. I don't actually drink coffee like that. Like this is coffee I'm having today. I really like have maybe 1 or 2 coffees a week max. I don't need it to wake me up in the morning or anything like that. I have a green tea, a herbal tea with some top secret herbs, which are coming out soon for you guys on my supplement website. But I really don't drink coffee like that. Yes, bro, adult content is a huge problem, man. It's a big addiction. It's hard to break. I'm not gonna say I've mastered it. You know what I mean? I'll go a couple weeks without watching adult content or you know on retaining my semen. I'm a single dude, so it's a little bit easier for me to maintain. But then I'll end up going out on a date or something, and you know getting busy, and sometimes going back to adult content after. But it's a tricky one, man. If you have a girlfriend too, I would honestly say to let her know about it, and like maybe she can help you through it, right? Because like that's kind of, it's good to have people help you through it, right? I quit smoking weed in May 2022. It's been good, but the cravings still return. My reason, I feel like I've lost my creative muse since I put down the plant. Any advice? A few people have said this. I'm assuming you maybe smoked mainly sativa, Michael. I'm guessing that much because I know indica doesn't make no one creative. It makes us vegetables. So the creative muse, it depends on what aspect you're talking about, right? Like, are you a writer? Are you a painter? Are you a musician? Because it could kind of help in the sense of music stuff, you know? Music artist. Yeah. So I kind of get that. I used to rap back in the day. I used to make beats for a long time. I'm probably going to put some of my beats on my vlogs so I don't have to pay no royalties to no one. Hybrids are odd. They're odd. I don't know, but Domin 98 NB, I would like to say your videos about quitting pot are very helpful and giving hope. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I could help. I really am glad. Indica for sativa is a dead argument, brother. Everything is crazy hybrid now. No, you're correct. You're correct. Even see, in Canada, we still have a few majority indica strains. Like there was a lot of pinks, a lot of pink cushes, which is like, 90-95%, but you're actually right about that. Cameron Mueller, these streams are going to be a weekly thing. Every Sunday, I'm going to be doing a live stream so you guys can tap in. If you want me to do it again, maybe 2 a week, I could probably do that. You guys let me know. Mason, I just commented this, but today is day 6 of no weed and day 4 of no nicotine. Last time I went this long no weed was 2 years ago. Amazing, man. Amazing. That's good work. Nicotine is a completely different battle. Completely different battle. So congratulations on that. Stick with it. You got this, brother. You get the cravings because you still see as a smoker. Yes. So Michael, one thing I'm trying to say is you kind of have to think of your identity as someone separate from weed. And it may take up to 2 months for everything to start resetting, but thank you for the subscribe. Yep, thank you. And when quitting weed, nothing makes fun more, especially gaming. That's what I was actually just saying. So it takes about 2 months for me, because for me, I couldn't enjoy a movie unless I was high. It was like my ritual. I'd smoke and watch a movie and just get so into it. And it took like about 2 months for me to actually equal out. Like I had to be forcing myself to watch movies and this and that, and I'd be like zoning out, and I'd take like a day to get through a movie, but it took a while, right? Yeah, the withdrawals are going to be worse with tobacco. I would smoke blunts and I'd mix a little bit of tobacco. Robert Rob, what's going on, brother? Unboxing and hype, day 20, fam. Amazing work, bro. I love to hear this from you guys. You guys are soldiers. You guys are absolute warriors. And we could all do this together. We could help each other out. Make sure to switch the bad habits with good habits. Nicotine is going to be a tough one too. I think a majority of the severity of the withdrawal symptoms depend on if you smoke nicotine with your weed or not, to be honest. Goat, 2 days ain't bad. It's okay. One thing I really will say, like in aspect of trying to quit and like seeing how it goes, I've tried to quit hundreds of times before I actually quit. But something this time just clicked in my brain. Like I just remember smoking and I was thinking like I'm not happy with where I am in life. Like I'm antisocial. I don't have no girls I'm dating. I'm watching adult content all the time. I don't have any social life. And I smoke and everything feels better. So what is going on here? Because this is like literally just dusting stuff under the rug. You know what I mean? You're not cleaning up the mess. You're just dusting it under the rug. And something really clicked in my brain. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to smoke anymore for a while, right? At first I'm going to do a tolerance break. I'm going to stop for 1 to 2 months. Then I'll just, ease back into it. Because when I was locked up, we were smoking in there. And it was completely different. It was literally like the tiniest joint. You got to pay $100 for a gram in there, and the gram is actually like a point 0.7. So we made it stretch. And then when I was released and I came out, I was still really like smoking these tiny joints, and then they got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I was right back where I was before. Pixel Wave, I'm trying to quit for 5 months now. The longest I went without weed was 1 week. It's so hard, man, but I'll keep trying. Meditation, gym, Bible, skateboarding has been really helpful. Yes. So again, like I was saying, that thing has to click in your mind where you're like, I want to go without this. You know what I mean? You have to. You have to be like, I want to go without this, and I want to have an identity away from someone who smokes weed. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have my own identity. That's what you basically have to like get at and do, because for me that was my whole identity for a long time. You know, it was just like everyone knows me. Oh, D, he's the smoker. He's got the best weed. He smokes the most weed. He smokes and he still gets shit done. He's high functional. You know, oh, he's the weed guy. Like, I'm telling you, I was like the weed guy to anyone who knows me. There was no one that like was known for it more than me. So it was took me a while to really find an identity aside from it. And even now, when I meet up with old friends and they're like, "You quit smoking," and they are like mind blown. It makes them question their whole life. Tips to deal with friends that are not good for me. I've known them my whole life, and my ambitions are bigger than them. I'm sorry to say this, brother, but you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. If they don't level up, they can't make it with you. If you're rising and people aren't rising with you, all they're gonna do is hold you down, bro. That's all they're gonna do. And it's harsh and it's rough and it hurts. You know what I mean? Because believe me, I've had friends that I've known since I was 11, 12, 13 years old, and we have nothing to talk about anymore because all they want to do is hang out, smoke weed, and talk shit. Even when I was smoking weed, I wasn't about that life. Like, if we're gonna link up and smoke, I don't want to talk about people. I don't want to gossip about bullshit. I want to, focus and talk about business and talk about life and books and knowledge and wisdom and growth. So if they're not about that, brother, and you are, it's going to be a lonely bit of time, but eventually you will find people on the same wave as you. My concern is I hope I regain some more energy. I'm almost at 2 months. I was smoking 3 J's a day, kept a medical sales job. Yeah, the energy will come back, but there's a lot of factors. You have to drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? You have to be eating healthy. You have to be working out. You have to give your body the fuel it needs, right? You can't speak with them on a high level DVW. Exactly. It's high, it's by, it's go out to a bar for a drink or two, but you can't have them on that same level anymore. You really can't, because it's just not gonna benefit you. You know what I mean? It's not gonna benefit you. And I find even if I have friends that the conversation always ends up in me trying to help them level up, after a while it gets exhausting. Like, yeah, help me level up. You know what I mean? Like, suggest a book for me or a video on YouTube for me or something, because I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to better myself. I'm in my 30s. I'm always trying to better myself. There's no like, you know, tolerance are a scam. Just wait until 8 to 9 p.m. to smoke and tolerance will drop significantly. It'll feel like smoking for the first time every night. That's relatively true, but not really. If you're smoking weed every day, your tolerance is definitely being affected. 100%. There's no doubt about that. If you don't believe that, then stop smoking for a week and then smoke and ton of bricks, you will get hit like 5,000 tons of bricks. You'll be in a coma, basically. Matthew Jensen, I've smoked for 5 years, and when I don't smoke, I feel really angry, and it affects family life. That'll wear off. That's a withdrawal symptom you're going through. That anger, that irritation, that quick to just snap. That's a withdrawal symptom you're dealing with. So just stick to it, brother, and believe me, that'll eventually you'll equal out. Because like I said earlier, I don't know if you were tuned in. I've always had anger issues when I was younger. I was just a kid who would snap. But since then, I'm feeling fantastic. I'm more patient than I've ever been. 6 days a day battling with two personalities. Absolutely. Like I said, you have to find your identity as a sober person, man. Sean Mason, what's up, bro? I appreciate your content. Support is helpful, especially when you don't have friends on the same path. No problem, brother. No problem. This is not just a quit weed vlog. I will say that, but I will keep on tapping into that content to show you guys that for one, I'm staying off it. And for two, it literally just keeps getting better and better. My social life has gone way up, by the way. I'm literally dating a lot, and it's great. I feel like I walk different sober. Yes, I was just about to say that. It's like I have a pep in my step, and I can honestly, I can read people's minds. I'm telling you, I'm so observant. I can see everything. I'm no longer head in the clouds. I'm 2 feet on the ground, which I invite you all to be. Alchemy, lately friends are getting overrated. I love being alone and I don't feel lonely at all. All I do with friends is gossip. Oh man, tell me about it, brother. I literally pretty much have no friends. I have like one or two friends. If I'm hanging out with someone, it's probably a female. And I don't like gossiping about other people. I don't like, it's true. You know what I mean? Like the level up content of people is very few. There's very few people who are actually trying to level up in life. So you guys that are here commenting, subscribing, and watching, it's a very small percentage of people of you guys. And you guys are like the chosen few. So you can't expect to meet tons of people and have tons of friends on the same level. Because if everyone was like us trying to better ourselves, the world wouldn't be what it is right now, right? So keep that in mind, guys. We're all here for a reason, exactly. In and out of trouble my whole life with the police, but I've been out of trouble for 6 years now. Great work, brother. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen my vlogs, but I've been locked up for a substantial amount of time in prison, in a federal prison. My whole life was a life of crime, I guess you could say. I was always getting in legal trouble. I mean, I have a very colorful criminal record. I'm not allowed in America. I'm not allowed in UK. And being locked up obviously changed that a lot for me. It was what made me realize the money I was making wasn't worth the crime I was doing. So now I'm changing up my life since then. And I was still getting high as hell. And quitting weed was just like the icing on the cake. So believe me, guys, if I can turn my L into a W, anyone can. If I can quit weed, anyone can. I'm not any more special. I'm not special. I'm not special. We're all just trying to be our best selves here. I was locked up for trafficking of drugs. I'm not going to say which drugs, but I can put it out there because I've been charged for it. So already I've done my crime. I've done my crime for the time. I've done my time for the crime. So yes, that's a little bit of my history. You guys can check out a vlog. I have a vlog about it, and it's about how prison changed my life because it really did. I tell people all the time it was the best thing that happened to me. It really showed me just so many truths about life. I don't regret anything in my life. I'm happy for everything I went through. It got me to where I am. Young Samus, you don't want to lose your wife and son. It's my last chance. I don't want you to lose them either, brother. And you can do this. You can do this. Get your wife to help you out. Tell her you have a problem. Admit your problems. You know what I mean? And see if they can help you out. Venezuela, 28 days weed free. I'm really boring and sometimes angry for no reason. Yes, it is part of the process. It could be up to 2 months before you 100% feel yourself. And buenos dias from Venezuela. I hope that's the right word. I'm working on my Spanish, you know? No one really speaks Spanish in Canada. It's all French, but no one cares about that. It is part of the process, though. Stick with it. I would not suggest doing that, Mooch. I say this now. I say if you are, bro, sweared. Yeah, I swear a lot, man. Is that a problem? I got a dirty mouth. Yeah, Mooch, you need to chill, dude. You're not allowed in the U.S. I thought Canada was the only place that. Well, the Canada and U.S. relation is it's tricky. But Mooch, I will say this. This is what I tell people because I have a lot of friends who are into that lifestyle, and I tell them if you can make $100 in that lifestyle, you could put your brain and effort to it and make $1,000 selling a legal product and not have to worry about your safety or, you know what I mean, going to jail or getting robbed or any of that crap. You know what I mean? Abraham Negret, Love the positivity. Ali Ahmed, what's up, Ali Ahmed? I saw you comment recently, actually. What's up, bro? Job in the legal field. Start a business, man. I mean, it's kind of tough nowadays with inflation and all this crap. Matthew Jensen, night sweats are horrific. South Wales. What's going on, bruv? Favorite books? Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. I read it like a Bible. It's like such a good book. What else? Actually, I got some right here. I could probably show you guys. A couple of my favorite books. This one. This one. Show you guys a few books right quick. Rich Dad Poor Dad is good. Way of the Superior Man. I really suggest everyone reads this book. It's an awesome book about just with women and work and sexual desires, and it just talks about, you know, how to be the master of your domain. One example I'll say is like it says when your girl is being like bitchy or and she's a bad mood, it's the man's responsibility to fix that, you know, and it says most of the time when they're in a bad mood, just go up to them and just hug them, kiss them, and say you love them. So anyone in a relationship, you guys know when you're in a fight or something like that, or your girl's being bitchy, it's actually really hard to just go up to them and hug them and kiss them because you're just so annoyed, like she's mad for no reason or whatever. But try it the next time. Just hug them, kiss them, tell them you love them, and 90% of the time, it'll just dead everything that's going on. Another awesome book on adult content, The Porn Myth, Exposing the Reality Behind the Fantasy of Pornography. This is a pretty good book. It talks about a lot of myths with regards to adult content and like things that we think about. And towards the end of the book, it really gives some practical ways on how to beat that addiction and come to reality with it. Another good book, Attached. This is a really good book on relationships, man. This right here will change the complete game. It'll just listen. If you're in a relationship or you want to be in a relationship, read this book. Listen to the audio book. Read the summary on Google. Whatever you got to do, just get that knowledge in your brain. Porn is toxic. Porn is so bad. It's so bad. I have a video on what is NoFap. You guys can check that one out on my vlogs site. It's so bad for the brain, man. It's so bad. It's I can't even explain to you what it does to your brain. It really just. I'll break it down right quick on a scientific level. So your body we're made to reproduce. The body knows what to do. It has these systems that control things. So when you're retaining your semen and you're not having orgasms, your brain and your body thinks that you're not reproducing. So it's going to boost up certain systems to help you reproduce. You know what I mean? It's going to make you more social. It's going to give you more confidence. It's going to slightly boost testosterone because it's going to think this is on like a primal instinctual level. It's going to think this guy needs to reproduce more. Now, when you're, as Matthew Jensen said, as when you're choking the one-eyed purple yogurt checker, oh man, chucker. When you're choking the chicken every single day or numerous times a day, your brain and your body thinks, oh, this guy's reproducing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And it gives you a feeling of accomplishment, and it nullifies these systems of you being social and like that urge to go out and talk to people and women. It stops that because it's like he's doing good, but you're not really doing good because these are pixels and artificial. It's not real, you know. It's above the shoulders. If you guys have seen Wolf on Wall Street, so that's something to think about, to be honest. It's very bad. I'm going to do more videos on that. I know YouTube is a little sensitive on that content, but it's hold the liquid to life. It's true. And I mean, there is like a little bit of pseudoscience, as they will say, like, you know, mystical, magical shit where people believe in all this stuff. But I'll tell you this. I practice semen retention, and after like the second or third week, it's tough to get past the third week for me. I will say that. At that point, I just feel like I'm going to explode. But the focus I have it's a different level of focus. Getting things done just seems so much easier, you know? And I don't know. To chime in on that very quickly, I'll say, listen, if you want to have an orgasm every day, then find a girlfriend or a female friend in some relationship or something like that, and only do it with real life. That's like a rule I made for myself. All right, if I want to see some freaky shit with these eyes, it has to be in real life. That's the only option for me. It can't be on a screen. I have to make it happen. Ooh, the eye contact. Yeah, man. When I was, you know, Mooch. Who's Mooch? What do you mean? Oh, I get it. Yeah, he's talking about the eye contact because when you're choking your chicken and abusing pornography every single day, it's hard for you to actually maintain eye contact with people because you kind of you're feeling shame on a subconscious level. Your body knows you're doing this thing for pleasure that you're not supposed to be doing. So it's hard to maintain eye contact. But when you practice semen retention, or even if you just quit adult videos, you know what I mean, and stop watching porn, basically, you'll really notice the difference. Like, you'll be able to look people in their eyes, and people can notice the difference in you. You know what I mean? It's almost like when I go out, I can tell. I'm like, okay, that dude is watching porn probably earlier today. And the women can definitely tell. They're like on a subconscious level, right? You need that book. Which book do you need? The porn one? It's a good book, man. It's a good book. Shit, if you're in Canada, I'll mail you this one. Send me a message somewhere on my website or something like that. Tebow, first time on a stream of yours. Welcome, Tebow. This is actually my first stream. It's quite interesting. How long has it been? It's not showing me how long I've been streaming for. Oh, what happened there? But yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up just now in a couple minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in to my first live stream. 67 viewers. Oh, that's really good. 44 minutes. God damn. All right, yeah, let me wrap this up before you guys get bored of me rambling on here like a madman. So thank you guys for all tuning in. Thank you for your comments, the donation too. Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate that. Cameron, see you guys later. I will be back on here next Sunday, but I will have some stuff going on during the week so you guys can subscribe, jump in. No problem for the advice. Ali Ahmed, more often. Maybe I will because I'm a talker. I can't shut up anyways. I love rambling on. So you guys are tapping in. It's worth it. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Mooch, K-Nation, Robert Rob, Cameron, Samus, Goat, Ollie, Mason, Michael. Thank you guys, brothers. We're all brothers. Level Up Protocol. We're all trying to be our best selves. We can do this. We got this. Hit me up. Anytime you guys need help, leave a comment or something like that. I answer every comment. I'm tapped in. And that's it for this one, guys. Level Up Protocol. Be your best self.